2 fights, 1 draw, 1 controversial decision.
You know, somebody said to me, I don't know how or who won the fights. They were that close, but somebody was down 4 times in 2 fights.
Yo sigo pensando que nosotros ganamos.
So it did bother you when Juan Ma had a shirt made up that said, I beat Manny Pacquiao twice?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I mean, but that was a lie.
Both camps thought they had won their last 2 encounters. Both fighters are ready to battle for the 3rd time.
My strategy, my techniques, my balance of my body, my footwork, it's perfect.
I need to prepare myself very hard for this fight.
This is what I want to fight.
He wants to win, I want to win.
While everyone expects another close bout, the key to the 3rd will rest on how much both boxers have evolved their craft since they last met.
Manny has evolved into a different fighter.
Completely different fighter.
He wasn't the same fighter that he is now.
He is much more elusive now.
The big difference is first my right hand.
Now he's got a right hand.
He's much better defensively, moving his head.
When he fought Marquez at the beginning, he basically just fought him with a left hand.
Most importantly, his right hand has developed into a weapon, so he's no longer a one-handed fighter. So it's a different Manny Pacquiao that we've seen 2 times before.
On the other hand, Marquez will rely on his famed skills as a counterpuncher.
Juan Manuel Marquez is the greatest counterpuncher in boxing today, and probably the greatest counterpuncher in the last 30 years.
I think he's got the style to give Manny probably the most problems out of anybody.
As well as having evolved into a more aggressive, more powerful fighter.
I know it's going to be tough because one thing we know, he will come to fight.
He's quick, he's got power.
And if there's a fighter built for the express purpose of defeating Pacquiao, his name is Juan Manuel Marquez.
Juan Manuel presents a puzzle for Manny Pacquiao that the truth is that he has not solved really in 24 rounds.
He is just an incredible counterpuncher. I don't necessarily think that Manny has really been fighting counterpunchers since Juan Manuel. So you really have the style that's going to be difficult for Manny.
And everybody in the boxing world knows Juan Manuel Marquez and what a competitor he is and how tough a fight he brings to Manny Pacquiao.
But Freddie Roach claims his fighter will feint a lot, drawing out Marquez as the aggressor and thereby out-counterpunching the counterpuncher.
And that's the strategy we're going in right now, and Nacho knows it, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Still, after 2 incredibly tough and entertaining fights, Pacquiao's corner is not expecting an easy go of it.
Getting up from 3 knockdowns the first time and then 1 knockdown on the second time, just he has more balls in the world than anyone.
Marquez is a tough fighter. His fighting spirit is always there.
And even though Roach's fighter sees himself as a man of the people,
Thank you, Manny Pacquiao!
I started boxing since when I was young. I was 12 years old and until now. This is my job. I mean, I love to entertain people.
He also has revenge on his mind.
I think he has a little resentment of them saying they got robbed and going to the Philippines and crying like that. And I think maybe we'll knock him out this time.
Marquez's corner doesn't agree.
Porque Juan tiene la técnica para dominar a Pacquiao. Técnicamente la fuerza no, pero lo contragolpea y le domina un poco la zona de combate. Y
if this 3rd fight against one another is to be the defining story of their boxing careers, both Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao know just how they want that story to end.
Well, I think all fighters want to have a definitive ending to a fight. And I think all of them want challenges. And I think that Juan Manuel wants the challenge. He wants the recognition and the challenge, and as does Manny.
Pacquiao versus Marquez is a classic matchup, but the story of this fight is not just about these 2 warriors. The men in their respective corners are also warily eyeing one another.
This is the one that I think I have a challenge against, Nacho.
He's a great trainer.
Me gusta competir con él porque es un hombre trabajador y inteligente.
Yeah, I think people overlook the fact that both Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez have exceedingly bright, wise corner people.
But while there is a mutual respect between the camps, there is also some good-natured smack talk.
Because they say they got robbed, they came to the Philippines, they brought T-shirts that said we beat Manny twice.
Yo sigo pensando que nosotros ganamos.
We're going to put it to bed, and I feel Manny will knock him out this time, and that'll be the icing on the cake.
I love Freddie Roach. I mean, he's right on top as being a masterful trainer.
After the Diaz fight, everything started working. Everything we worked on in the gym for years, for like 8 years, started to progress, started to come out, and now he's got confidence in both hands. He's got confidence in moving both directions.
But just how important is the trainer?
It's very important, especially if the fight is close.
And that relationship between fighter and trainer can extend outside of the ring.
You know, he's like my brother, my father, and my family.
And on the other hand, you have that tough old bird, Nacho Beristain, who has lived his life for boxing.
Marquez has had only one trainer in his entire career, Ignacio Nacho Beristain. Since Marquez was 12, Beristain has been by his side.
I feel very happy that he worked in my corner because he has experience, give me security, give me everything in the corner.
So while the fighters go at it in the ring, there will also be another kind of fight, invisible to most casual observers, being fought between two masters.
It's going to be a chess match between me and Nacho. He makes adjustments. I mean, he knows Manny's a better fighter now. He's watching the tapes of Manny being a more complete fighter, and he's making adjustments how to take that away. And I'm doing the same.
For his part, Beristain is playing down the rivalry between he and Roach.
No precisamente los protagonistas son Manny Pacquiao y Juan Manuel Marquez. Nosotros pasamos a un término secundario y es la influencia de dirigir una pelea, pero los protagonistas son ellos.
Roach, however, isn't buying it.
We'll have words before the fight. It's nothing personal. It's just we both believe in our fighters, and we'll piss each other out. I mean, it's like yesterday we're doing the face-off with Max, and then I'm showing him Max wanted to see the positioning of the feet and how Manny moving in the one direction hurt him, and Nacho didn't want to show it because he didn't want to show his game plan. And he said Freddie's more open than I am, and he said he'll pay for that. But we'll see.
As far as the trainers are concerned, it's hard to pick which fighter has the advantage.
Which fighter, which trainer will come out on top? That's yet another chapter to the story of Pacquiao Marquez 3. The undercard to the November 12th bout between Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez will be an exciting one. Promoter Bob Arum announced on October 5th that he signed junior welterweight champion Timothy Bradley to top-ranked stable of fighters.
I think that we can, working hard together with Tim and his manager Cameron Duncan, make Tim a major star in boxing.
Bradley will be making his top-ranked debut by defending his title against former two-division champion Joe Casamayor.
We know that he is one of the best fighters in boxing.
And Bob Arum isn't the only one who thinks so. Ring Magazine currently rates Bradley as the number 7 pound-for-pound boxer in the world.
I mean, he lights it up. I mean, he speaks incredibly well. He has good basis for a family. He understands. I mean, he said the exact ingredients that he said was, I want to go do these things. I want to go help a promotion out. As a promoter, how much better could you ask for than a partner, a fighter that understands that you're partners in something, that we're not the evil empire, we work together towards an end game plan. I mean, that's 90% of it.
For his part, Bradley was thrilled at becoming a part of the Top-Rank family.
I mean, this company has grown in, many stars in boxing, not just only in this era, but eras before. I'm glad to be a part of this team, and I know the sky's the limit.
Also on the undercard, Mike Alvarado will be defending his Latino Junior Welterweight Championship against up-and-coming star Briedis Prescott, as well as an exciting junior lightweight bout between Luis Cruz and Juan Burgos.
And we think this is going to be a very interesting and entertaining fight.
But it's Bradley who is generating the buzz of this undercard.
I'm very happy. I'm very determined to show my talent definitely November 12th. I will be ready for Casamayor. I'm not going to take this guy lightly. I've seen him fight. I've seen footage of him. He's only lost to the best. And November 12th, he's going to lose to another great champion, and that's Tim Bradley.
So it's a very, very good card. It should be very, very exciting. And we're really happy to showcase Tim on this card.
Check me out November 12th. It's on. I'm telling you, it's on. Don't miss it.
The doctor comes up and looks at Frazier. I think it's going to be over. It's all over.
Top-Rank promoter Bob Arum was there at the Thrilla in Manila, and he was there when Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera fought for the third time with the WBC Super Featherweight title on the line.
Morales got the victory in the first fight, and a lot of people thought Barrera won the fight. And then Barrera got the victory in the second fight, and everybody thought that Morales won that fight. And the third fight was really close and went to Barrera. But there was nothing between those two guys. I mean, you could have gone either way. They were very, very evenly matched. And that first fight, as I remember, was one of the classics of all time.
Trilogies are great stories, and every story demands a great ending. Both Manny Pacquiao and Juan Manuel Marquez are looking to finish this chapter in their boxing careers, but each man is obviously eager to write his own victorious conclusion.
Both fighters believe they can win this fight if they win this round.
How will the story end?
We have a great fan base for both guys. It's a fight that I think the world needs to see, the third one.
This fight is one that's been eagerly anticipated by the boxing world for years.
Marquez is looking for redemption.
This fight is a tough fight again for me, a difficult fight for me, but I training very hard. I working in my speed, I working in my strength, I working everything because I want to win this fight.
While Manny Pacquiao just wants to prove yet again what he already knows.
I think this third fight is the answer of all the doubts that he's in his mind, and the doubts of the mind of the fans.
If the first two fights were the build-up, the third one is the final chapter.
They know each other now. If anything, they're better fighters now. Manny had only a left hand when he fought the first two times, and now his right is very good. He's experienced.
My prediction is we saw 24 incredible rounds, and we're going to probably see another 12 great ones.
On the other hand, Marquez has elevated counterpunching to a tremendous art.
History will repeat itself, and these two guys match up so perfectly that it's just so gripping you'll be on the end of your seat.
You know, everybody expects both of them to go to war, and the styles mesh, and styles make fights. So I think we've got a great one coming up on November 12th.
It's really going to be a credit to boxing. These guys are going to go at it from the opening bell. I just can't wait to see the fight.
The story has yet to be written. Pacquiao Marquez 3. The final chapter.
Both can punch. Both have the hearts of champions.
Saturday, November 12th, live on pay-per-view.